The transition to the truly mobile enterprise is one of the most significant trends facing business today. The killer question: how do you make it work? Creating a truly mobile enterprise includes mobile device management, the challenge of BYOD, workforce enablement, application management, data protection and security, and of course, massive amounts of integration. It's complicated, but end users just want to manage their personal and professional lives on a single device with the same user experience they get in the consumer world. So what does this mean for corporations? To find out, we spoke with Deutsche Telekom's Dr. Oliver Gediehn.
It's the age of the user now, or you could say the user is king. I would say he's increasingly the one making IT decisions by adopting devices, OSs, applications, or also by choosing not to adopt them, stuff that is offered to him. And at the same time, he's also becoming much more demanding. He has a certain user experience now in his private life, using his smartphones, applications, and he comes to work and has actually the same kind of expectation level regarding the user experience he gets in his professional life. At the same time, this user group is not very homogeneous, so you also will be seeing much more variety in people choosing different devices, having preferences for different operating systems, or falling in love with different tools. So this complexity and increasing demand towards user experience is something that I think we all need to deal with.
And what does this mean for IT leaders?
They're faced with the challenge to do more with less. Say their budgets are not going to increase if we look at the analyst forecasts that see them at best flat. At the same time, as we just discussed, the demand is actually increasing dramatically. It's now about managing the complexity of a much more variety in the user base. It's bringing together consumerization and consumer use cases with enterprise-grade security. It's about managing meeting the expectations regarding user experience, and lastly also to be robust in a very, very dynamic world.
How is Deutsche Telekom helping to set up a clear mobility strategy and simplify mobility management?
Well, we actually want to be the one trusted partner, trusted advisor to our customer, because we actually cover the entire so-called enterprise mobility stack. So we can help our customers all the way from access, connectivity, to devices, asset management, managing the cost of telecommunications, helping them with mobile security, all the way up to questions like voice encryption. And lastly, also helping them to really mobilize their business processes and to taking the organization of our customer into a mobile-first or mobile-only world.
In a recent CEBR study, 50% of respondents suggested that security was a significant barrier to wider adoption of enterprise mobility solutions. But does it still need to be?
Well, certainly not, or you could say not anymore. Yes, security needs or requirements have increased, and it has become much more complex, because it's not anymore about just shutting off your corporate environment through firewalls. It's rather about controlling this environment where corporate and professional usage kind of go together and the boundaries are starting to blur increasingly. It's really about a smart security concept that protects your corporate applications, your sensitive data, and basically the interaction of your applications and then the interaction with any backend systems. And then that needs to be done in a smart way. But there are tools out there that you can basically put together a enterprise mobility security solution which basically caters these needs. And then actually the security question is not anymore a barrier, but rather an enabler, because for the first time it's then possible to really enable widespread adoption of mobile-first, mobile-only use cases in the corporate world.
Does the rise of bring your own app raise any additional challenges for the IT teams?
It certainly brings on additional complexity, but on the other hand, it's actually the goal of mobile security to make the user more productive and not only to lock down the device. So I think we must accept the fact that the user is able and has the freedom to also install his own application so that we can actually achieve adoption in our customer base, in our user base. That's all possible now, but we have to make that part of the security strategy.
So how does Deutsche Telekom work with the enterprise to define a solid enterprise mobility strategy and reduce impact on existing infrastructure?
Well, it's basically listen to our customers and seeing where they stand. Basically, I think we have a clear vision of where we want our customers to go, where we want to go with them jointly into a world where they have a high quality, cost efficient and very secure infrastructure which they put to practice to drive their business forward. So really enable the mobile knowledge workers to really use everything they have, all corporate resources when they're on the go, to mobilize their business processes and to really re-engineer the way our customers do business with the chances and the opportunities that an iPad and a connection anywhere, anytime actually brings about. But it's important to understand where the customer stands currently and what his next 2-3 steps are towards that goal, because this enterprise mobility thing is really a journey and it takes quite a while, especially in a corporate IT environment. So basically the questions that we're solving with our customers can range anywhere from I need to have an OS strategy which is robust for the next 2 or 3 years to I want to have a device lifecycle management concept which really protects the data also in the end, enables us to basically monetize residual values. We talk a lot about mobile security strategies nowadays, and it goes all the way to saying, okay, I want to mobilize my sales force. I have all the infrastructure in place, now I want to give something in the hand of my sales guys, give them access to CRM system, give them access to SharePoint. These are questions, or I can even go one step beyond and say, I want to really reinvent my business processes, knowing that my guys now have an iPad in their hand, there's an OS, there's a developer community. What can we do about that? So it's really about picking our customers up where they are.
You perceive yourself as provider of choice. Why?
Well, I think we are, and Deutsche Telekom in general, is a trusted partner, a trusted brand. And I think we can build on that, and our customers trust in our service delivery capabilities. At the same time, we really take complexity off them by offering them a one-stop shopping experience. We can talk about connectivity, devices, logistics, security solutions, cost management, all the way up to basically heavy lifting SI work. All of that we as DT Group can deliver. And at the same time, we are independent. We are agnostic of operating systems, agnostic of vendors. Yes, we do partner. We do partner with the best. That's part of our corporate strategy, winning with partners. So we take what we are good in terms of network, service, managing that, and bring together the best that basically Silicon Valley and other innovation hubs can offer. Good example is Mobile Iron, our long-term strategic partner for enterprise mobility management. And we just try to put together a comprehensive offering that really brings the best which is out there to the customer and reduces his complexity. And we're also, of course, also free to change partners when we believe there's a better setup. Just like our recommendation for OSs might change over time, but we stay there to be the reliable partner.